What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by What's New Barbecue. I'm Kenneth, and as you can see, we're not in my backyard today. We're in Baby Back Maniac's backyard, my friend Justin, and we're doing something epic today, guys. I have T-Roy Cooks here with us, AimemandClaimemSmokers, and Harry Soo with Slap Yo Daddy Barbecue. And I'm actually just going to be making a behind-the-scenes video today, and I thought I'd bring y'all along. So like I always say, y'all stick around and we'll get right to it.
You buy stock in Weber or something?
Not yet. If they'd open it up, I would.
Wow, this is so nice. Man, Justin, you really know how to keep your equipment clean. Okay, so the only thing that's not representing what I do is that the ejection. We're not going to inject, right?
Okay.
So because the idea is that we wanted to kind of give the audience a sense of different brisket cooking styles. Contrast the pros and cons, the characteristics of how a hot and fast brisket differs from a traditional, say, low and slow. I'm interested in basically getting the best possible 6 slices and burn ends. You guys know what burn ends are, right? Burn ends are the point part of the brisket that's been cooked to perfection and it melts in your mouth like beef heaven. So in order for you to get good burn ends, you need good crust, and the trim for a backyard brisket is less severe than the trim for a competition brisket.
Are we doing burn ends today?
We are definitely going to do burn ends. If you guys want to do comp brisket, show you guys how to do comp brisket, and we're going to do comp on all 4. We're going to do a select, a choice, a prime, and then a wagyu trim. Some people like to trim it more. I'll show you guys the different styles of trimming.
We're going fat side down. So it's like hot and fast, you go fat down?
On a Weber Smoky Modern, I like to cook fat down, but that's another 3-hour argument if it's right. That's, you know, people tell me I'm wrong.
You're putting 2 briskets on the top grate and nothing on the middle grate? One on the top, one on the bottom.
If we're doing hot and fast, the water pan is gone.
Yes.
So you can't put a brisket at the bottom. It's too hot. But if you cook normally with the pan, yeah, you can get 4 briskets on it.
Guys, welcome back to Baby Back Maniac. My name is Justin, and I gotta tell you, when I started on YouTube, there was this TV show on TLC called Barbecue Pitmasters, and I love that show. It really inspired me. That was when I was new to barbecue, and there was this one character on the show that I really related with. He's this guy named Harry Soo, and I just got the impression that he was just a normal guy that someday I could see myself barbecuing with and just hanging out. And I don't know if that's really possible. But, you know, it's just kind of a dream that I've got, that maybe someday that could happen. I don't know, we'll see.
All right, folks. I have seen many cookers around the world in my travels, and by far this has got to be the big kahuna. I had never seen a 22 with such a big dial. Either the owner must be blind because he can't see the temperature, or he has a big ego.
I'm the owner. Let me explain it. Let me explain it.
All right, okay, go ahead and explain. Why would you have such a big...
I've got a pool. I do a lot of swimming in the pool and floating around, and it gets hot cooking all this. That's why I got that big dial. When I'm out in the pool, I can easily see what's
So how far are you from the pit? Because this is one hell of a big dial. Big ass dial. B-A-D. Big ass dial. Right? You know, I need to get one of these things, you know? So maybe when you're not watching, I'll unscrew it, take it.
Yeah,
it's adjustable too, so I've actually got it adjusted so that it's reading grade level. But I'm probably 50, 60, 70 feet away.
Years old.
Yeah. I do have bad eyes.
No. So now you have it, folks. So T-Roy Cooks, right? He's a YouTuber with a lot of followers, and I subscribe to his channel, so you guys should subscribe too. A lot of great content, and he's the man with the BAD, the big ass dial. Okay, I'm going to give my 4 YouTubers some outline on what to do, and we're going to use some fuel that's hot, so I'm going to throw that out. Okay, so we're using Kingston Professional. We have a choice of different kind of charcoal, but we are needing BTU today. BTU is the reference to heat, so we're going to load it up with some hot BTU Professional Kingston briquettes. We do hot and fast in the 22.
How did you end up on Barbecue Pitmasters in the first place?
everyone has a story about how they get onto barbecue and barbecue TV. I am a total accidental pitmaster. I was never intended to be on TV. By day, I'm an IT nerd. I work in downtown Los Angeles in a fabric-covered cubicle living a Dilbert test existence. And I do a very unsexy job building data centers for a living. My job involves a lot of responsibility. I oversee the infrastructure needed to bring water to about 20 million people, 300 cities across 5,000 square miles in Los Angeles. Back in 2008, there was a very famous movie called The Bucket List. It was a docudrama with Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. So one of my project managers came to work on Monday and said, hey guys, I saw a great movie over the weekend. It was The Bucket List. Since we're a bunch of IT nerds, we should do something with our life before we all kick the bucket. So she suggested that why don't we just write on a piece of paper. She suggested that we would write on a piece of paper the list of things we would do before we kick the bucket. And to make things more interesting, she decided, hey, why don't we just write stretch goals for each other? So I'm here with my YouTube friends here. And let's say Justin from Baby Back Maniac, who's behind the camera. You can see him. Give a wave. Okay, camera very tough. So he's now in his shot. It's officially now his backyard. So let's say Justin, always wanted to say water ski, but never had the courage. Then I would write a stretch goal for Justin to take a water skiing lesson. For me, they knew that I love to cook because I do a lot of backyard cooking for my friends and family.
More smoke.
More smoke. Okay, guys. Okay, every crew, move over here and start fanning and blow the smoke over here so we get a good shot. Okay? So what happened was I decided to just kind of humor my coworkers to get them off my back by doing my bucket list item to cook one contest. I filled out the application form. I brought it back to my bucket list group and said, hey guys, look, I'm going to cook one contest to get you off my back. And they looked at my form and said, what's your team name, Harry? So they looked at the team name I wrote down. I wrote down the bucket list because it will be a one-time throwaway name. I'll never use it again. They said, hey, that's boring, Harry. Let's come up with a team name that really is funny. So I said, who cares? I'm never going to use the name again. If you guys don't like the team name bucket list, give me any name you want because I'm just going to cook one time using the name. Apparently, when you're from the South and you eat something you really, really like, it's so good that you want to slap somebody. So you heard of slap your mama? So they decided, since I'm a daddy, call it slap your daddy. My first reaction was, that's a stupid name. Who wants to slap your daddy? So just to humor my coworkers, I wrote it down on a piece of paper. And I went to my very first contest and I won it, and the rest, as they say, is history. So that's how I got this goofy name, Slap Your Daddy Barbecue. Another thing you need to be aware is also we're using a blower system right here. So I'm going to have James explain to you the blower system, but the key is once you have a blower system, your vent here has to be on the opposite side because with a blower system, only oxygen, with a blower system, only air comes through here. The other two dampers are shut down. So we're going to have only one source of air. The other exit for the air is very important. The exhaust is mounted on the other side facing away because of a phenomena called drafting, which I will explain in detail as we start cooking.
All right, I'm James from AimemandClaimemSmokers. We are going to attach this barbecue guru. This is a blower system that's going to help us get that temperature up to 400 degrees. And what's going to happen is we'll plug this in, we'll attach the thermocouple to the grate, and this is going to read the temperature of the pit. And as it's rising to the temps that we're trying to get to, there's a fan that we're going to hook up to this. I'm going to show you in just a second that will puff air into the Weber Smoky Mountain as needed. So first thing we're going to do is get this bad boy plugged in.
I'm in Justin from Baby Back Maniac's kitchen, and he brings out this little half moon pan. The first thought that came to mind is, hey, let's have some paella for lunch. We're having some tacos, so why don't we do some Spanish rice? Of course, since Justin has an Asian tradition, he's got some jasmine rice, so we're gonna do an Iron Chef with his pan, some jasmine rice, and I have a whole pantry of stuff here. We're gonna pick from it, and we're gonna do an impromptu Iron Chef style paella on the grill outside.
Alright, that's
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's give it a shot now. All right. And close. And open. All right, cool. All right. But now we can do a rib throw down, right? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Rib throw down.
Rib throw down. So we got a Grand Champion rib Pitmaster with an advanced backyarder and a beginner backyarder with cooked ribs. And they bought my ribs, so who knows what they bought from me, right?
We got you the best.
I actually finished editing the video on how to choose meat for competition. So unfortunately, you didn't see the video before you went out. So okay, we'll wing it like we always do, right? And go.
But I promise you, it was the best rack they had.
Go for broke. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Okay, we'll find out.
Alright guys, we got brother James here and brother Harry, and we are about to throw down on some competition on some St. Louis style ribs for fun as we're doing this video. Just wanted to show y'all what we had going on here. This is the rack of ribs that I'm going to be working with, and those are from Matador Meat and Wine. It's got a good color on it. And then these are brother James' ribs right here, and we will get outside here in a second and take a look at Harry's ribs as well so y'all can get a shot of that. But I just wanted to keep y'all updated while we go out throughout this day, and we'll keep y'all posted. Alright guys, we just shut the Primo down, and we have brother James and brother Harry's ribs in there as well as mine.
You mean raise it up?
Sure. Yes, please. Thank you.
You bet.
Man, check this out. We're using a rib rack here to utilize the space as best as possible. And this one right here, this would be my rack of ribs. This is brother James, and here in the middle, or in the front rather, is Harry's ribs right there. So we'll keep y'all posted.
Wait, tell me what my job is. Tell me what my job is.
Justin is just gonna eat these ribs.
You know, that's my job. That's my official capacity, is to eat the ribs. So I'm willing to do that for you.
The struggle's real.
The struggle is absolutely real.
Alright guys, we're gonna get this Primo shut down and get to cooking.
Why is that one not working?
So we maximize the Maillard reaction, which is the flavor on the surface of the meat. Now we have to convert the collagen into gelatin, which makes it nice and soft. So imagine this is the triple helix of collagen. You want to relax the collagen, the connective tissue, so they unwind. You need three things to unwind the collagen. You need time, you need temperature, you need moisture. So you notice I put some beef stock in it so that we can generate some moisture. You notice how I seal the foil. I'm going to seal it on three sides like so. Squeeze out the air, and now you have an airtight pouch.
That looks good.
Okay, second leg, I'll show you guys here. Push it down. We'll release the membrane. Like that. Mango. Okay, I'm going to mango today.
That's my favorite, the mango habanero.
In fact, I got that from him.
Yeah, in fact you did, didn't you?
Slowly from his pantry.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pantry raid.
Pretty much.
I'm not sure who's brown sugar, but thank you.
That's James's. A lot of people use honey. Do you ever use honey?
You can.
As well, so I appreciate y'all. We season these ribs right off the bat with Holy Gospel from Meat Church. That's what we're working with as far as seasoning is concerned. And I'm just going to put a nice little layer on here because when you wrap your ribs and you put juice in there and everything, you lose a lot of the flavor that you started with, and you don't want to lose that flavor. So we're going to use a little bit of this Texas pepper jelly as well, mango habanero.
My favorite.
Right there. And not a whole lot, just a little bit.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Troy. I know Harry Soo's here, but we got Kenneth here.
I know, man. He's a pit master himself.
He
I
is.
appreciate y'all. Y'all Y'all know that I started out barbecuing on my own and just enjoy doing it, but y'all are definitely something that have motivated me in the long run to do more than just barbecue, so I appreciate y'all's support.
Well, sure, thank you, man.
Thanks for
That's
coming.
some great videos.
We're going to flip this around right here and do the same, just put a little bit more rub.
Backside. I'm assuming all of y'all removed the membranes, right?
Yeah, this the membrane was removed. Matador prime steak, the ribs come prepped. They come already ready to roll.
Oh, so that's Matador.
Yes, sir.
Stuff, it's honey bundle stuff if we need it.
It's inside.
Yeah, the brown sugar.
I will do that off camera, and I appreciate that.
You didn't show us doing your...
And so all I'm going to do from here is create a little valley so I can actually add some of this cran mango in my wrap. And then after that, I'm going to put a little layer of brown sugar on it off camera, so just so y'all know what's going on.
All right.
As much moisture as I can off of them after they marinated so that we can actually get some char on them at the end when I sear them. But I'm going to go start off with a nice reverse sear. This big one up closer to the fire. And then we're going to go on with this other one in the back end here. Let's go that way, see if it'll fit. Hopefully it will. I think we can make that work. Indirect, we got the slow and sear over here, and we're going to cook it probably around 300 degrees indirect. We'll meet y'all back here in a little bit after we flip them, and see you then.
And then since I already have a blowout, I'm gonna taste the blowout. Establish the blowout inside here.
It sure look good here.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Taste it here.
Sorry.
Okay, alright, so I'm looking for the best cuts here. It's a little bit dark, it's a bit soft. This side looks better. So here's the trick here. So what we do is we line the bone up. See here, this one here? Right? We're gonna line it up here like that. So when I cut it diagonally, the bone is diagonal, but when I cut the slice, it'll look straight and like this. See? Right? Okay, so if this was not a blowout, you'll be fine.
Can you define blowout?
Okay, what is blowout? Okay, sorry. Okay, a blowout is when the bones blow out. So for example here, I have a blowout. The bone fell completely out. So that's not the desirable rib. So this is a, so this is a blowout here.
Ah, okay.
So when you have a rib completely exposed, that's not so cool. What is known as a blowout. Right, it's not bad. Okay, so I try to get it straight.
Not bad for backyard barbecue though, Harry.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good, man.
Good eating.
I'm sure it'll eat good.
Straight cut. Alright, scissors is here. So we do is trim off it here.
Oh wow.
Trim it off here. And then my sauce is here somewhere.
Yes.
It's right there.
Thank you. So we will find out this thing of sauce. So by the way, arrange it in the box. This is beyond salvation. This is burnt, so this part is not good. These three are not bad. So if this was not a blowout, these three will be acceptable for a competition. Right. And then I'm going to taste the piece here. So okay, it's pretty good. Flavor's okay. All right. Next black belt trick is spray bottle. Is here. So I have 3 good pieces, maybe a 4th one. A little bit hard, but that's okay.
And what are you spraying the water for right now?
For the glossiness. And then who's got the taste and tenderness? The appearance is worth a weight of 0.5. So imagine a 5-pound dumbbell. That's the appearance, right? So if it looks good, this is a pretty decent rib. The taste is worth 2.5 weighted score. Does that make sense? So yes. 1 point equals 2.5. So that will be equivalent to a 25-pound dumbbell. Okay. The tenderness itself, when you bite into it, right, it's going to have perfect tenderness. So in a KCBS contest, when you bite into it, you should see your teeth marks, and there should be liquid on the bone that dries out within a few seconds. The tenderness is worth a 15-pound dumbbell, 1.5. So when you look at a rib like this, right, and you want to decide which one you want to turn in, you always want to turn in the ones that have great taste. Appearance is important. For example, like this one, this is ugly, this is ugly. This is pretty. If this one tastes better, right, odds are I would turn this in because it has a 25-pound dumbbell. This one is a 0.5-pound dumbbell. So if I turn this in, I'm going to get, you know, a 5-pound weight over points. This one, I'm going to get 25 pounds. So you can see that it makes a difference. So I'm going to sprinkle some finishing salt on it to give you a pop of flavor. So you can see that, just a little pop of flavor like so. And then to remove the blemishes, see what happens. Okay, just a little black dot trick like that. So now I have a complete finish. It's clear. Okay, so this will get sprayed in the box. What I like to try to do is I do a 4x4 or 5x5. Make sense? So I have 4 on top or 5 on the bottom, 4 on the bottom or 5 on the bottom, and then 5 on top. That way the box is heavy. The ribs are right in the judge's face. So when you present the box to the judges, the meat sits really high. So it looks really good. Now the trick about that is when you put the box cover down, you have to make sure that the ribs don't get marred by the lid. Right. Because when they open it, it's marred. So you have to go through kind of a little choreography to make sure that the box looks perfect, ribs look perfect, flavor is spot on. Okay. So
there we go. Oh yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Oh yeah, we low riding now. Oh yeah. There go, James.
You've never done this before, huh?
First time. First time. So like in a comp, these here, these aren't even going to be considered for turn-in, so I don't even bother cutting those.
Because the bone's sticking out too far?
Well, and that's the end part, so they're a lot thinner. They're going to
cooked more.
Tend to be more dried out. So usually, and I talked about this in one of my last videos, there's a certain part of the rib that I will choose from.
Okay.
You know, I think you really just wanted to cook some ribs to let Harry Soo taste what your ribs taste like.
I did.
Can't blame you for that, James.
So like this end rib, I'm not going to use because that's part to be a little more dried out.
Oh yeah.
So that goes aside, but we leave it on because it protects these other ribs here. And in a rack, we turn in 9 ribs at a competition for the most part, or most of the time. So I'll take 3 racks and I pick from right in here, right in the middle. So there's usually about 3 or 4 ribs that I would choose from, which are usually about these, and then the other rack, same thing. You know, these 3 or 4 ribs right here at the top where the rack is thicker. And you know what? I left my sauce inside to choose from. Spritz them down. I like to spritz them down because when I reapply the sauce, what it's going to do is it just gives it a nice smooth coating for that sauce to kind of spread out a little bit as we're basting it.
Sauce all over, huh?
That's right. So that way you get flavor all the way around that rib.
this is yours?
Yes.
All right.
Don't.
Huh? Yeah. I'm gonna mark J.
Huh?
You leave it.
I just want to leave my camera running.
I'm gonna mark you with the
Okay.
K.
I'm not going to listen or look or anything. I'm just going to leave it running. I'll go inside, cool off. Is this live?
All right. Shuffle it.
Only 2
times.
Alright guys, and here is the final results for the 3 different racks of ribs. We have, we'll call it contestant 1, contestant 2, and contestant 3.
And we have 4 pieces for 4 judges.
Yes.
That's
And
correct.
Celebrity Daddy is going to be the tiebreaker. So should there be a tie, I will decide which team wins via fist fight or arm wrestle. Okay.
Ooh, there's a burning destroy.
I know, see? Mouth's watering.
It's smelling great in here.
Gets a chance to eat one from each side. They all look pretty good. A nice deep smoke ring, quite tender. And we'll see if this group of 4 YouTubers like the select. They might like the choice, perhaps the prime or the Wagyu. Stay tuned to find out the final results. done a randomized effort to write down the weight of the brisket underneath the plate, which these guys here cannot see, and I wrote a number on the top. So you guys are gonna eat the brisket. It's gonna be the flat and the point, the fatty and the lean, right? You're gonna eat it, and then at the end of the day, everybody's gonna go around and rank which one they like the best by number. So let's say you like number 2 the best, you call 2 as the top, and then we'll work our way through all 4 different rankings. And then once everybody has the scores in their head, we can look underneath the plate, and underneath the plate shows what grade it was. Sound cool? So go ahead and grab it, and make sure that you taste both the point and the flat, the fatty and the lean, and make your decision points that way.
Thanks, Harry. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Okay, everybody eat more brisket. More brisket.
More brisket. More
You
brisket.
have a...
Y'all jump in here.
Don't be shy. So they're all cooked with the same rub, so there's no variability in the rub. So the rub is the same, technique is the same, the smoke is the same, the Kingsford charcoal is the same. So really it's just now tasting the flavor of the meat. So you can decide which meat you like. So the Wagyu is about $200, and the Prime was around $50, $60. The Select is about maybe $40, and then the choice is somewhere in between the Select and the Prime. So we'll see if the Wagyu, which costs 4 times as much, will reign supreme, or the Select brisket, which is the modest brisket, will reign supreme. So we'll see what you guys think. Make sure you go through all the different pieces before you make a decision. Chew slowly. There's 8,000 taste buds in your mouth, so you will give your taste buds a few milliseconds to adjust. So don't just swallow, chew and swallow. Chew, wait a second or two, let the brain process all the neurons, and then make sure that the flavor decision is made based on all of the firing of all the taste buds in your mouth.
Alright guys, it's a couple days later, and let me just start off with saying that was a blast. I had a whole lot of fun over at my buddy Justin's from Baby Back Maniac. Thank you for having me over and letting me be a part of that. It was great getting to hang out with T-Roy from T-Roy Cooks, as always, and I got to meet my buddy James from AimemandClaimemSmokers. Been wanting to cook with him and meet him for quite some time, and it was awesome to be able to meet Harry Soo from Slap Yo Daddy Barbecue. It was a great day, and I just wanted to bring y'all along with me while we did that with the kind of behind the scenes video footage of that main video that Baby Back Maniac was putting together. All these guys also did a behind the scenes footage of that day, so y'all be sure to go check them out. I'm going to put their channel links down below to make it easy for y'all to locate. But I just wanted to leave off on this video with some wise words of wisdom that I learned from Harry Soo while we were hanging out over the weekend. And wanted to say I really appreciate y'all for following along on What's New Barbecue and this barbecue journey. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscription button and then follow it up by clicking that bell right next to it. But until I see y'all next time, guys, y'all keep on barbecuing.
The whole idea about barbecue is about friends, relationships, memories, and love, right? The most important thing you can take it from barbecue is like we were 5 people here. We came together, we cooked, we had a great day. We are going to carry those memories for a long, long time. And really, it's all about giving love and receiving love. Today, you can give some love. Tomorrow, you're going to receive love. Love is like a boomerang. It's a little boomerang that goes out to the universe. It'll come back and hit you on the side of the head. Much, much bigger than you possibly could imagine. I recommend you try it, and you'll see it'll change your life dramatically.
Seen my share of